Hi folks, here with me at Studio V is an extremely talented woman and a very driven one too. She's been crowned Miss World second runner-up. She's an actress, she's a model, she's a TV host, she's an MC. And today she's a proud producer of a documentary on the legacy of Tun Abdul Razak, which we aired on National Geographic Channel this Merdeka. So a warm welcome to Lina Teoh. Lina, welcome to Studio V.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
And it's a pleasure having you here. You've been married for a year now, so how's
Almost.
married life?
It's great, you know. It's not that different, seeing though we've kind of been together for almost 12 years now. So, yeah, but it's good.
So, coming back to the documentary you produced, now, who is the brainchild behind this whole project and how did you get involved in producing?
Okay. Basically, it's in conjunction with Merdeka. I think FINAS, the Malaysian Film Board, together with National Geographic, kind of came up with the idea, as well as Astro. They wanted to do something, I guess, in respect and legacy for Malaysia and our past leaders, and they thought of Tun Razak because I think he definitely deserves someone to tell his amazing story. So they kind of came up with the idea and then approached Justin Ong, the director, and then it kind of came to me after that. Yeah, they asked me to jump on board the job.
So how do you feel getting the whole project?
Actually, this job has been extremely challenging because we only really had 3 months to produce it, which I think is a world record for National Geographic worldwide. So nobody really wanted to do this job. It was like, 3 months? Are you mad? And, you know, to have such a great character and a big story such as our second Prime Minister, it's not like something small, you know. It's... yeah, so it was very, very challenging. Initially, I was not too sure whether it was possible, but we kind of decided to take it on, and we just, from the minute that we decided to do it, we went forward and we didn't look back, and we're very proud of what we've managed to accomplish.
So why Tun Razak, actually?
People would like to hear more about our former leaders, and I think perhaps there hasn't been enough recently documented on them. And I think it's been a great honor to be a part of something that really highlights our history. I mean, I think our generation, we tend to not really know that much about that time of Malaysia's history. And it's been great, even for me personally, to find out more about that part of our history. And it's fascinating. Yeah. So
in your experience of the whole 3 months shoot in this whole project, what was the most interesting part of the shoot, actually? Did you find anything that's really kind of, that caught your attention?
This shoot has really been interesting for me the whole way. I mean, because we've had very challenging interviewees to try and access. I mean, we've got the Prime Minister of Malaysia, we've got Tun Dr. Mahathir, we've got, Tunku Razali, Tun Musa Hitam. We have some really big names that have been really gracious enough to speak with us about Tun Razak. And I think what's been really touching for us is that when you meet these people, everybody's just, they really just love this man. And, when you speak to somebody, you know whether they're sincere or not. And they just sincerely loved this man. He was really, really loved.
He was a gentleman. Really gentle.
He had a way of getting close to people. I mean, lots of people, everybody would think that they are his best friend,
So that's been really touching for me. Getting the archives, getting the photographs, getting everything together in time to kind of put it together for the film, for me, was very, very challenging. So the whole time has been been a big challenge, yeah.
Is this your first time in producing, or have you produced before?
No, this is actually my fourth film, doing documentaries.
What have you done before this?
I did The Smart Tunnel, Megastructures, and last year I did Great Apes with Michelle Yeoh, both of those also with National Geographic, and I produced, wrote and directed one for Discovery Channel called The Lion Dance King.
So where do you go from here? Are you happy here? What do you like to do?
Yeah, I mean, I've done a lot of different things in my life, and I think, I've always been interested in television. I've always loved TV. I started out modeling and then went into entertainment, presenting, radio, but I'm a very curious character, and I'm always itchy, and I'm always like, I need new challenges and things. So it's always kind of been, it's not enough, it's not enough. I'm always really hungry for new things. So in that respect, I think documentary filmmaking really suits my character, because every project you do, you basically put your heart and soul into it, and you really learn about a subject in depth. You know, I never thought that I would be so inspired or interested in a tunnel, for instance. You know, how do you care about a tunnel? But I ended up loving that tunnel, you know, and every time I drive through it, I'm like, you know, I actually have an emotional connection to a tunnel. It's really bizarre, you know. And it's been the same on every project, and that's what I really love about this job. Yeah, and I'm a very curious character by nature. I love real-life stories. So for me, I think out of everything that I've done, this suits my character very well.
As a Malaysian, okay, what was your most cherished or memorable time that you had being a Malaysian?
It's going to sound so cheesy, but okay. I have to say, coming third Miss World. Yeah.
Really?
That has got to be my most cherished moment, I think, as a Malaysian, because that time when I came back was when I really felt loved. You know, I mean, I can't put it into words. Having the opportunity to have the experience of being loved by a whole nation.
Yeah,
it's like
it speaks for itself.
Yeah, I still can't put it into words, you know. It's yeah, I was made me very, very proud to represent my country.
I see that.
Yeah.
I feel it.
Feel the love. Feel the love.
So, how would you like to see Malaysia as a Rakyat Malaysia? How would you like to see? What's your vision of Malaysia?
You know, I think Malaysia has so much potential, and I think it has so much going for it. I mean, I've been fortunate enough to have traveled to a lot of countries around the world, to experience a lot of different cultures and nationalities. And for me, I always come back to Malaysia and my heart is there. You know, we are special. There's something so special about us. And I would like to see us embrace that more. I would like to see us come together even more than we are today and be so proud of who we are because of our indifferences and because of our similarities. I think that's what makes us unique. You know, I don't know any other country in the world that is like us, that lives the way we do. It's so difficult when you go to another country and they try, I don't understand, what is this? You're Malaysian, but you have, you know, your ethnicity is different, but then you have these different cultures and these different practices, but you all manage to, like, live in the same society. How does that work? It's so difficult to explain it. But it's home, you know, and it's what makes us unique. I would like us to celebrate that more, be proud of the fact that we all do come from different backgrounds, but, you know, we're Malaysian, and we love to be Malaysian.
On a final note, would you like to say anything to your fans?
Please don't forget to tune in to National Geographic Channel 553 on Astro to watch our documentary, A Leader's Legacy, Tun Abdul Razak. It's going to be airing on August 31st at 9 p.m, the 5th of September, and Malaysia Day, September 16th. And happy Merdeka to all Malaysians.
Happy Merdeka to all.
Tun Abdul Razak has been the backroom boy of Malaysian politics, working in the shadow of charismatic Prime Minister Tunku Abdul Rahman. For many, Tun Razak remains an enigma, wrapped in a mystery.
You know, the doctor told me that your father will never be Prime Minister again. So I was quite shocked. Then I asked, how long do you think he will live? I actually said, how many more years? He says, I'm not talking about years. He said, I'm just talking about days and weeks.
Until today, I find it hard to imagine that someone could keep it in him. Didn't really tell us the truth because he didn't want us I guess he didn't want us to worry about him. And he was a very secretive person. He didn't want, the country to worry about him, or the country's stability to be affected by the fact that the leader is enduring or suffering from a very serious illness.